This is Dr.Natrell. What brings you in today? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another sad video. Today we'll be going over the World Cup final, Spain versus Argentina. Before we hop into this video, I'd just like to remind you to like, share, subscribe, and comment for the algorithm. You can comment anything, comment a letter, comment a period, comment whatever you want. It doesn't have to be related to the video. The comments just push the video out to more people. With that being said, let's get right into it. Should have been France versus Argentina, France versus England. France versus anybody. I'm still very depressed about how we couldn't even score on Spain, let alone beat them. It's just a testament to how great Spain had been defensively throughout this entire World Cup. As you know, last video, I went on an entire rant about how their defense is fake, how their defense isn't real. Kubarsi's not an elite defender in my eyes. Neither is Laporte. I believe Cucurella and Pedro Porro are really good, but other than that, I didn't think they were solid. And I can't really say the same for Argentina. Argentina were leagues better 4 years ago. As you know, they had a younger Messi, they had Di Maria, they had all their older vets still playing. However, they're both still in the final. Today, I like to just go over what I believe will happen in this final, who I think will win, and the reasons why. So without further ado, now let's get into it, man. I don't think Argentina has had a great game yet, in my opinion. And I mean by that is, Argentina seems to have, throughout this entire knockout round, they haven't really dominated the game, in my opinion. It's been more so of them just winning at the end, which is great. It gets you to the final. But Spain is first of all, they're a way better team than anybody they played. They have a smarter coach who isn't gonna pull off what Tuchel pulled in the end of the game against England. Especially if they're winning, they're not. Spain will go for it. They'll try to kill you as they did in the France game. They went up 1-0 to the penalty, and they went 2-0, and then they were immediately still back attacking. They only got in their low block like the last 10 minutes of the game, which is something we'll go over. Either way, though, I don't think Argentina has looked that impressive. Argentina has been able to get away with some wins. They were able to come back against England, which was a great win for them. However, I feel like there's an asterisk to that. If Tuchel doesn't become an idiot all of a sudden and just sit down his entire starting lineup of attackers and pull in every defender that he has on the bench and go ultimate low block, I see as England easily winning that game 1-0, maybe 2-0 even. Before that, Argentina couldn't do anything. They couldn't get any good chances off. They weren't being progressive with the ball. They weren't looking great against England until Tuchel made that dumbass decision. And that's just not something that Fuente is going to do in this game with Spain. Spain is a very well-organized team. They're very smart. They know what they're doing. They stick to their tactics defensively. That's why they're so great. Again, the names Cubarsi and Laporte don't scream out to you, but the way they're all just together in a block, it's like they're all connected through a battery or something. They move in one motion. Very well organized defense, very well organized midfield. Attack is still something to be desired, but I think Nico Williams may play a lot more in this game. Maybe we'll see him for 60 minutes. Maybe he'll start and then come off later. Maybe he'll sub on the halfway point. Either way, though, I think Spain has looked better than Argentina throughout this World Cup because of their defensive strength, not so much their offense as it has been over the past few years. Spain completely shut down France's attack. France couldn't create any good chances on them until they got in the low block, which at that point they're just shooting from outside the box. France had the best attack that we've possibly ever seen in this World Cup, and Spain took that completely away from them. Shout out to Rodri, shout out to Cucurella, shout out to Pedro Porro being able just to be everywhere. Cucurella has been Spain's best player other than Rodri, in my opinion, this entire World Cup. He's going to be on that left side, and depending on where Messi goes in the middle or the right. So we'll see what he does there. But if he goes on the right side, I don't see how Cucurella doesn't box up Messi in this game. He's faster. He's more he's more physical. He's just an all-around elite left back. He's the long-haired version of Nuno Mendes. I think Nuno Mendes is better, but still an excellent left back that Spain has that can just shut down really Argentina's only way of attack. Argentina's offense has not been great this entire World Cup. It's just been Messi doing godlike GOAT-level things. And even the game where Julian Alvarez scored that goal, it took him 100-plus minutes to do so on a terrible defense that had 10 men on it. Argentina by themselves, even last game, Enzo Fernandez, but again, England allowed them to attack them for 30 minutes. So, of course, Messi's going to create chances. Of course, Enzo Fernandez is going to get an open shot close to the edge of the box, really. I think Argentina's offense just goes as far as Messi goes. And if Messi is man-marked by Rodri, man-marked by Cucurella, I just don't see how this game goes well for Argentina. I firmly believe that if Tuchel didn't sub off his entire attack, then England would be playing Spain today or tomorrow. I really do believe that wholeheartedly. Argentina looked lost for the 60 minutes of that game, and Spain isn't going to just sub off their attackers. Spain is going to keep trying to attack and embarrass you. And even if Spain does go on a low block, good luck. France couldn't get through Spain's low block at all. Olise, Dembele, Doué, Barcola, and Mbappe were all terrible in that game against their system. Like I said earlier, they're a well-oiled machine. They all move as one. They flow like water, man. It's really impressive of how elite they've been defensively. Plus, one more thing I don't like about this game for Argentina, they just leak goals. Especially, they leak a lot of big chances. I remember at the Egypt game being down 2-0, Cabo Verde, they being a close game, even the England game, how they were losing at one point. It just seems, but Spain's gonna get chances on anybody, and if you're allowing them to get easier chances, as it seems as if Argentina are just allowing these teams to get easier chances on them, it could be a bad day in the office for Argentina. Spain is gonna finish those chances, and I just see that as punishment for Argentina because of how lackadaisical they can be defensively, and especially the midfield. Spain's midfield is incredible. Rodri has been really outstanding for them. Pedri hasn't done really anything this World Cup. Same with Yamal. It's really just been a defensive effort from Spain, in my opinion, this entire World Cup. Spain's midfield, they love to play possession. So does Argentina. They both love to play possession. But it's insanely hard to get Spain off the ball. And if Argentina isn't going to press the entire game because their entire team is old, they're slower, they'll get tired pretty easily. And if Spain is allowed to just keep the ball in possession, this could get really, really bad for Argentina and Messi. Keys to victory for Spain are when Messi's in the midfield, have Rodri mark him just like Rodri marked Olise. Have Rodri always looking at him, have him always watching him. And when he drifts to the right, which he'll inevitably do, probably later on in the game when they make subs, have Cucurella max press him. Argentina goes as far as Messi goes, and if Messi is shut down, I don't say Argentina can even create a chance, let alone a goal in this game, just because they are a well-organized team, but they play through Messi. Like, Messi is Argentina for them this year. And they'll do anything for Messi. If he's not playing well, they'll lose just outright. So Messi's going to have to look like, well, he's been looking like the GOAT this World Cup, but now it's the final. I'm going to need you to show up once again through all the odds. France's attack couldn't do it. I don't see how Spain lose this game in any way. I think Spain win this 2-0. It just goes down to I don't see how Argentina can score on this defense. I'm a little biased though because they held my team to no goals as well, France. But Argentina's attack is just Messi. Messi's 40 years old. Spain is too smart, too great, too well built defensively. I know Messi's been having GOAT performances. I know this, that, and the third. But I just don't think it's going to happen against a team that's actually trying to win. I don't know. England clearly wasn't trying to win. Egypt didn't think they could do it. Cabo didn't think they can do it. Tuchel was clearly Argentinian that night. So I'm going to go with Spain to win 2-0. Argentina's offense isn't enough to score on Spain, and I believe Spain will just break down Argentina's simple defense, and they'll dominate possession once again, and that'll be Yamal's first ever World Cup that he'll lift, and he's only 18 years old. I'd just like to remind you to like, share, subscribe, and comment for the algorithm. You can comment anything, comment a letter, comment a period, comment whatever you want. It doesn't have to be related to the video. The comments just push the video out to more people. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you are having a great day, a blessed day. Hope you were able to watch this game tomorrow. Hope you were able to check out who wins. I don't want either of these two teams to win, but sadly someone does have to win. And I think I prefer Argentina to win because I don't like Yamal at all. But because I don't really care if Messi is considered the GOAT. That doesn't really affect me and my Mbappe stuff. Yamal's very young, so if he gets a World Cup this early, it'd be a big leap into his career. Whereas Messi, I mean, he's already the GOAT seen by a lot of people, so it wouldn't really be much added on. It'd be more like a cherry on top. So, or I should say MJ getting a 7th ring randomly, or if Tom Brady got an 8th ring. But with all that being said, hope you have a blessed day. Make sure to keep being positive, keep praying, tell somebody you love them today. No matter who it is, family, friends, whatever. Compliment someone random on the street, whatever. Something as simple as, hey, that's a cool outfit. Hey, I like your glasses. Something like that. Try to put a smile on their face. Try to make them feel better about whatever it is. You never know what people are going through. And with all that being said, this has been Dr. Natrell, and you can schedule your next appointment at the front desk.